Ghana eho enkomo enfa emerald. The NPP is still raising their boots to organize the presidential primaries and orphan constituencies across the country. Only representatives in Ghana's 8th parliament, you know, omode hon samne hon komo ede abrawini ede owo ahene entry buisiakon yatena se no pede na ede omai Ghana hon komo ena ede ebro. So join here on social media platform no so Net2 TV GH nefa contribution new messages fa yebejibre na yakenkan ni na ede abro na the queen of the dialogue abena nyakuku ekuma so betena se na enen so ibedi nkomo nkomo hapa na before that na queen tena sepe ena ede nkomo na nkasa edwa no ebebrewo nti hye no so se ene anope de nsema ekoso Ghana ene omani ni tru ni tra so nyina no ene eba behwe na edi eho enkomo na World Blood Donor Day celebration also ebe ma ho abakwasem kakra nti hye no so se also obe joining na oti advisor every ho ede eba na yebehwe the one krata no nsembei enanope wachro the OSP Office of the Special Prosecutor and afe enso Charles BCU issue na in fact enyoma bi twetwe aso kakra pa na ebehwe yedisa enkomo no so kakra anopai na ya stories are the one crata various newspapers no so ade aba no na ebehwe na yetimi akọ into those stories coming up this morning. Now we share the 10 aspirants when you mutisa contesting the presidential primaries of the new Patriotic Party, which will be held on 28th of August 2023, and no electoral college before and sana omotimi akwakoye the National Congress, which will be 4th of November 2023, and also ebehwe ehunkomo na yedi nti nipa edunu ebeyimu enum na aka enum na omakwa kopre no bedi nkonimu no be so franka ni madam osono amanyuku NPP in the coming up election 2024 per the constitution of our dear republic since the fourth republic of our democratic dispensation mo ankomoni mun semno yedina ebebro. So be part of the show this morning live here on Ghana's biggest and most highly respected political, social and current affairs talk show live here on Net2 TV, and join us on YouTube Net2 TV GH. Never messages foul. Stories coming up this morning on various newspaper front pages. Now, the big story here: stalled roadworks pose danger. Commuters, motorists call for help. And no ewahasi. Na yaka and 10 million Ghana card holders without a 10 number, and Charles BCU dodges OSP invitation. Very interesting story coming up this morning. The Ghanaian Times, ECG backs up Accra power supply as president inaugurates for $40 million 161 kV electricity BSP. And also the big story here: Parliament to probe Botiano killing. The Defense and Interior Committee set up to sit on that matter to investigate the shooting incident that happened in Botiano, in the Botiano English Yamanfrom district of the Greater Accra. Leave Dumso to Mahama. Nana teases. And special prosecutor chases BCU over seized gold, excavators and cars. And cocoa price up 15.2%. Good news for Ghana. Cocoa production, especially the farmers, and also a story anope by the Daily Statement. The alternative, not the choice. The president assures Ghanaians won't return to Mahama's Dumso. That's also another story. In team rallies, support for Charles Sopuki in the Saint North municipality or the constituency of the Central Region, and wanted for corruption. Corruption-related offenses. Special prosecutor declares Charles BCU, and also a story. No turning back to Dumso akufo-addo, and also any story. Na review anope. The Chronicle. Dumso is Mahama's record. I'm not interested in taking it from him. That is the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and our partner private sector to fund infrastructure, Alan Cash, and the whole central polling station executives endorse every year Akuto. Lies and propaganda won't help NDC. That is an article by Ebo Kwansa, page 14 of the Chronicle. Until these and many more, and I pay Yebabehe. Na yesi ehu enkunwa na yede mu enkomo ede amban nti hye no so se enkomodi a yebabedi oka ho bi na bema enkomo na very interesting na etimi aboa. At the end of the day, what we are expecting as citizens, as patriotic citizens, not just as citizens of this country, they say in a collective manner, omano ebeyi, omano be konim, if we afia pem ahankron edunum enso 1957, our omano eje fa hudi besi ene. A political party since 1992 krabadie, it has been between the NPP and the NDC. The NDC started in 1992, led by Rawlings, and 1996 too, he continued from that section or year, 4 years, Odi Nakunya, until 2000, and the first time in our political history, Mampeni Dada Kufo Efro Akunyano for the new patriotic party, and the year 2004, to aswa kosi 2008, and NDC sa baby. 2008, it was the late Professor Moss, Ali kosi 2016, on John Mahama Yohani, and the Buo Mino, winning the Okoso, Eukromante, and yet Asem Fofroa Unim. Until 2016, over 1 million Ghanaians decided, said, no, maybe I can do so no day, or mine my day, or man for them, made a doom so the hank of 4 pie and confirm cutting quine away quite. On the Harry, inquiring who ye but TV so, confirm quine, I say, hey, any new mapa when and punam, in punam pa at a bon cutting gundu, cutting hey, go so munamo pro. Nafi human so a yink of wadi. Say human production cost. And when a man in town, TB Nipedi, best sacking confosa under John Mahama, and Timan for the source. So I type Tabas body and dear on an enco. Ujas Abbas body in Nama and Caniman Penny John Dramani Mahama. So on a bus body. You say, see to get your souvenir you are cranty. The queen of the dialogue atena se abena nyako kwekuma on said that watena se sinkunya na ene ye de obokrata mu nsem no ene bedi kan na ne title so de yentimi nyimfiri nsem da because so ade na baso de ama no ene nyuma pa oye de boa amagano babesia sinketi gina ne naso bodwumade na so ra nwache de show na watimi atoto ni mfidu nkruni 19 years and watena radio ni TV so timinu aba eman mu ene yo October was say na birthday no be hwani a shefa November sorry good e ba ko kuma otumfo no ma ne nkunya ne hen ba ko na ya hwese be na be si apakan ya so ano
mama ya fa newspapers ne mra wai na anyum krowe na no hwe ade
na newspapers me ma order ma o
justice for Ghanaian Times
unu se oba me fi Enti uba one na manchwe ufiri radio na ba ufiri anakwa
Ise mi ma yoro mi na ambassador
one na ufiri radio so no ba team
o de ma me kwa na me monwure mo
me mo ache
ye nua
ene da ono me ko fo yi
yo
o mo tima se na hone mo te say
nyame adom me ho ye pa nyame adom me ho odire sekre konkron
bibia e boko
nyame bibia ye kama
Umpon boko
me da yi pa
as usual
so da yi
me da bia me da yi
se mframani mu ode nti me da pa
we da num so yankopon we da natural air condition
enya sam ketua ohia fa na ohia hwe ndunto area na bezo
practice we na che nshonyu
fagu na asiansa
nti me be ya na me digu mi na asem
se odi gu ho na obobrim sa eni stroke na nam enye
and twasom pa but to the gu na asem do I don't know you sure how much sorry and for
easy but oh yeah
no hu yemo factual sem na kan bi mama ansa na yakọ Isaiah chapter 49 verse
na me ka say ye week na say na ya wo ken
da bia bi sisi da bia wo
di asem kure
kan Isaiah
boy
Isaiah Yohani o shenkom se ya bewo abandide
Isaiah say
na ya friend this 49
Eh, 49 ton.
Ho na ekwa no pay. So what can
49 chapter say?
3. 49 verse 3 na chapter say. Bibia bo ko de. You sure so na yi. Se na me hu ni o ma no. Kan brofo no kakra na asem bi wo ho anopa mpe se e do tutu hunfo anza kan brofo no kakra.
And he said unto me, thou art my servant, O Israel, in whom I will be glorified. 49:3 no. Yeah. Kan twi no. Na okachire me say, makoa ne ho. Israel menya wo enimonya. We
version be na kan.
Minimo.
I see.
No one say twi by.
Sa kan brofo no bi o. Sa kan bako.
And he said unto me, thou art my servant, O Israel, in whom I will be glorified.
Good.
Yeah.
And a tree ne kan dey.
Na okachire me say, makoa ne ho. Israel menya wo mu enimonya.
Israel dey.
Menya wo mu enimonya.
O kan bibi pa wo ha.
Yeah.
O se adwen koso. Nipa o ti asase so ahwe me. Ma yemu di manyankopon yenhire nyankopon because of
I
get it.
Na say ayi we dey wo wia wo me ho.
Yo.
Say no pay me there to me status.
Quotation.
We
call status.
For my sake, people will bring glory to God.
Me show status.
Okay. Any home no
click. And was abetena. Abetena. O say nipa tuntu. O say nipa bo etuntum nyame.
Nyame
yebusa wo. Say enkofo etuntum nyame bo nyame din because of you and say nipa high because of you.
Yeah.
What say asem kase pa wo. Wa fa nipa dwuma mu. Omo hye wase. We nipa ne hwinwia na chese omo bo nyame sumu a ne say wo su ene oban dey sesa no. Enye. So I'm asking my viewers this morning that are people praising God because of you? Oyere sabi wo bonyame etuntum nyame because of okunu ana. Be ma hotel warase. Ne na ode ye oyere. Father's Day ne ye be. Father's Day ko se ye mo de wuro. E ma ne de no de mo yente e de ntia. Papa fo binom.
Edikanfo ni binom.
Edikanfo binom. Omo anya ade. So mayemo di na yen tuntum nyame mo nyame abaso yen ko nyame enhye nyame die no nyam se asoma sinti ena mebo nyame abaso yi asoma tinti ena me ko nyame na wo so nipa adome wo nyankopon na so bi bo nyame ebubu a na se sesan so man chai ko abrabo yi ema wunti enipa hai as a member of parliament enipa ntete won peso na so as a chief awo krono enipa hai emo nyame sumo Sisa usumai emenipa nomenyame because of you. Let people praise God because of you. Let them glorify God because of you. Because of their oyenti enipa bebo betuntum nyame no mo yinaye. Anopai if people are not praising God because of you, then sit down and check your life. Maybe
mo na Father's Day no nyame yad ma Friday ne be we hye
pa kwasi day
say Friday ne ayen ya de Father's Day papa fo no bebre wo ho no mo a wo hene obo
yes
omo sinketa yes so many sacrifices for their children enye omo a nkomo ma na enya ba bia aduane kra omo esi so na nka wose omo die na omo ani because of omo menti omo de omo sika nyina ahwe omo ma wo school e ma ne omo ma nya ba bia agina nti safo no ye bebo omo baso
Friday day ye be yen so version of the Father's Day say question
e hia pa say bo omo baso
but before e be sha say no ene Jumedi kasi bi dapono so World Blood Donor Day.
Okay.
2023 14th June bi akọ Amansan Kubatan World Health Assembly 2005 and almost started say Amonisa initiative na dey eba. Na e ka say World Blood Donor Day a e kire say nipa edu ba bi a o say otwimuja na de kọ Australia eye Ghana yo bia ya etwimuja
omamu atwe.
Yeah. I know the
also betumi ye bi.
Ehu hia papa. Okay, na ye ka omanfo se moja twen no agi nipa nkwa. Di kan. Se otwi moja no yetimamuni na otwi moja de boa onua. Oje okra nkwa. Yeah,
one so kra be je nkwa.
Very good. And afi ye encouraging ko for se da no omunko hwehwe moja mu se ne be ya. Ye betumi hu se moja no kra no anyway dey ese on say your blood group na different yeah your O positive ma me mo bi so ma ho se na be ya obehu de anope yedi hu nkomo na ehu hia papa san say wiase amansan World Health Organization celebrate sa edeya ne hu be hia say yenso ye betwe Ghana for ehwe ya dwen si so say e wo say donate blood to save life ko ne ko twimuja na faboa ko kolebu na sa de no boa
ba hospital bia obetumi akọ donate
nti ukwa na obi okwa timi hwe moja se moja dose dodo nti ko na kotwe bi
na no ne yima omo se ne moja na dose nti wonko kotwe bi wakotwe kotro mi no
yima bani
yima no fe
o sa
omo se ne moja na dose dodo wonko kotwe bi
na
to ko ye na trans ho na mi enu wo
dose so ni paduanu ma implications bi oh yes nti na so kotwe bi no ani kwa so mani bibire wu so ta se mujabro so no edu ba bi a hadwen na hwe your O positive any wo A plus B minus B plus AB ni nyina ye blood group no enso so a ewo asase so a wo se nyina obi atwe na adwen si so na ye kan na abena ya de be relate wo hwe statistically yasi nipa amwo O positive no omu gina ohanchiche mu aduasan so achipo enan.
I see.
Yes, there's O positive no. A plus no 35%. And a B plus no 8.5%. And a AB plus 3.4. And it's not say a designated way say omo de sad down way AC ho on 14th June our global calendar be also say ya de sad day AC ho say e braso say nipa bia o tempatemu say moja e wo munko a nipa da se moja di mo frusane also betwe moja e de aboa afoforo na moja twe no ewo mfaso pi edema timemfo. Also encourage people in good health to donate blood regularly and I highlight the critical role of voluntary non-remunerated regular blood and plasma donation in achieving universal access to safe blood product for all populations. Mobilize people at national, regional and global level among ceremonies, social networking campaigns, special media broadcasts, social media post featuring and individual blood donors with the slogan meeting the workshop and gathering people in order to also donate blood for life. In Tianope, World Blood Donor Day 2023 no say ko hospital bi akohwe so moja na do so a so atwemi ade abo afoforo
oh yeah so ko mbe o test ni ade wa no moja ketin ni wa nya ade aye na video be su so abetwu moja David omonye ni sa
yeah I say eso ekoko try bi
Greater Accra Regional Hospital reach yeah
okay you try one day
enko twi bi
and straight away
straight away na story bi wo Ghanaian Times ma yeme de pa ntino mo nye ma so na mo ntie
okay
omo kotogo kwa no pa no mo wo so no sa na ya na eyi hin no
ekomo mu
ne maka
da kwasi ni sidi kan
ekoma wo mo
koko no
enye koko nko aduane e hye edigu plastic mu yesi eno na ama low libido low sperm count low one nyina aba ma ema so yeah
mo so da me pe kra no
ye
koko edi no rubber mempe
ye
koko ankasa
rubber na ankasa de enye
ene ko story me hwe
mekom ECG backs up Accra power supply as president inaugurates $40 million 161 kV electricity BSP. Parliament to probe Botiano killing. Report expected end of June. Health alert. Chemicals in plastic cause of male reproductive disorders. Story no. OSP declares Charles Bisu wanted. And also so ewaha. Enti Maminko page 3. Office of the Special Prosecutor and no amiti over Charles Bisu na me raho.
Mezu OSP.
Charles Bisu say now that I will treat him say me a fugitive bi wo kroma ha. Also no ankasa be aveli ne ho. Na wakọ.
No say na Charles Bisu ne kon yin na onti.
I don't know.
Me say OSP office me say a Bogos American office of the Special Prosecutor. We aduma be na oye ukuma.
Oh yeah, no the ba ku bia be hwema say he is working. I mean what is that? Oba ye kwesi be na wadi akosie. Kwesi be.
Me na me be say me kana asem kra bi.
No. Oh. Yo, box supply point. Yeah, aben ebie. Na ba be boa electricity supply e wo man mu na nra. Amampani na do danko akufo-addo asanko bie ba konso so de aka ho.
Say o na Accra Central.
Accra Central. Say de be ya businesses ne o man for your mo Central Business District de ho no ye busy ni pe hye wo bebrebe no. Nyina mahoden be gina ne na so e wo sampotem ho. We can ho this is the 4th time aban e bie sa box power supply no. Oh yes. Baku wo pokuase kwabenya
area no me kai mko bie na anu yi.
Ko bie so that I was there.
Okay.
Ene ko bie baku wo kaswa.
Kaswa so de.
Kwan ne ho.
O satellite traffic light off wo kaswa area papa complaints na eba no.
Kwabenya sa.
I say free wo me share anti sa complaints. Nko for frame.
Eko.
Oh.
Box supply ne yi wo mo wo sa area ne kwa ko senya call. Those areas no egu so. Omo ho ato mo. Kwabenya sa first no omo complaining obia
as in confirm for those things again
eko na omaye ba konsoso ewo anwonoma so de no e supply massive kintampo na boga ena no aso yaye ayi de na ka ho
Accra Central
this is the 4th time ti man peni ka tell say dum so title no de ya really amakane man peni mahama you need to understand
ntino kan sa no
yeah
akomenchire mu
yeah sepa se enemre ma ye wo mu ense se ya na ban no aye no ye sabe ko dum so mo de it will never happen yes na eno na man peni say electricity no enye luxury eye daily necessity bibi a wo ye bia electricity na nti ye tumi charge ye mobile phone ye ni apa apa me tumi charge
na wo fi kan man peni jo mahama ka che say
ye mobile phones ne do
nti akulakura no kura mobile phone nti charge dodo nti na ma dum so ba
ne nka me de ye ni apa de ngoma me charge wo enti man peni akufo-addo na wakasa no o se electricity no enye luxury eye necessity daily necessity ehu hia for businesses for efie for bibia enti na ban no eye nhyehyɛ ye se ye betumi enye nyina mahoden ne doduo mu ene se ebegina ne na so so na ye de adwuma ahodo
okay
na mame nko me health alert no eso chemicals in plastic cause of male reproductive disorders. Dr. Foko na ekase. Ono eneye consultant urologist ewo Tamale Teaching Hospital. Now say chemicals used to produce plastics account for increased male reproductive disorders, including low sperm count, low libido, kidney stones, malformed penis, particularly among young people in the country.
Yeah, Obama quite me phone.
Yeah, malformed. To me shrink it.
No,
yes.
And they are good.
That is because the chemicals mixed up with water and food preserved in plastics, which when constantly consumed affects the reproductive hormones. Consultant urologist at the Tamale Teaching Hospital, Dr. Akis-Badek Afoko, who revealed this, noted that male reproductive health had become a big problem among males and should be given equal attention, just as female reproductive disorders such as uterus and cervical cancers. Odesasemi to Ghana West Africa Nobles Forum na ekoso ewo sugar copper ewo Volta region.
Abena that story out there by 31 million population on my mono. I can say about 90% there obey use plastics.
Yes. Now they won't even go go nte. Bibia. Uni koko. Elder dey ya wo wosuni. Nano dey kwa na me hu Kofi Kinata. The video bi o dey to na yi say. You know, dokono dey. Oh, nta dokono no. Oh, o ma say no.
Ye the rubber shed dokono no ansa na the rubber na akono. Ene so ye ku eri.
O ma kun kra, e dey kodwo to.
Ene na say mama tadwe mo.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
A very big problem. Dr. Kenneth Frimpo ya mufata
ni. Yeah. Nanso ohene ba so na okodidom so campaign no.
Male reproductive health no abafom.
Enu ti na man ko for tonton se bi memedro.
O se dro bi e wo Ghana ha bia onu ma obetumi agorumpem enu nkwa na tonton no ha.
Because of Nigeria adoso so. Obi ayi bi obi kwa woni fi o twa bi. Roberts no.
Robert de enka ade a enyu no. Nanke de ahye okoto brodo a ye de ahye mu ama kama na fe de bibi ahye bia ye de hye ayi robem ye ka banku ne de ahem kokonte ne de ahem emutro ne de me ye susu aye wo
choba nkwan ye segu roba mu bo se fufuo no kura timi de roba side
omo de be chichire fufuo kura de se nya ye na nkwan no choba nkwan esija so ehuru potopoto ye sa ya ne de gu nkwan roba nim ya ka bo hu mienu ne achechire ne de ase take away pack ne de aba obi esu ana wudi
ne kan ne be ya sisi ambo de lunch
box so nyana
first no say
ma wade ya wokra se de wo ka ye ya ni ka na ya na ya samo
obi ma tobi
lunch box ye de ahema ma ye wo food warmers ya enya plastic ebi ye ceramic ebi ye stainless steel ni ade ye de aduane aguma kama na asiu kam tam so so be dia wakofa bedi simple because say bia wakotope ya ye twetwe ya to didi ni ye twetwe go plastic mu a fair enough but ye hye ne de
meme bia so no pagina me room ne board de jana hwe se we ni shrink ya hunu se rubber ma didi na untimi ni nsen we na rubber ma didi na nse meta we media na hade
wo
de kom
ma me copy for me wie story no me wie me to aso ade nse ma obeka ne nye na no say tututu obi e course wo botia no eno a wo mra hye bedwane honorable Sylvester Tete slide tete okokoye statement e wo parliament and am so my parliament say or the assembly ama defense and interior committee ne say wo mo enye investigations e wa assembly mo na nyame yadom a
ending of this month they should come
end of June omo de omo report e beba nti eno so ho asem no Ghanaian Times obokrata ne de aba over back page don't compromise on Garrett project Dan Botwe and as a minister for local government decentralization and rural development Dan Botwe was say obesre say anya de obe spare official bia
no say Accra but area no on farm ha say installed road works pose danger and commuters motorists call for help and so ha say and 10 million Ghana card holders without 10. Charles Bisu dodges OSP invitation. I mean, go back page. Bubuashi. Residents demand relocation of mechanic shop. No. Committees of Parliament to probe killing of 5 suspected land guards. Land guards. Information about say omunya langa na say sun winning because of nti omo na hwe assassin nkofo ewia no na tie no mo wia no so omunya langas
yeah then omo open fire on the police
ahoni asem no ahoni asem no emphasis here mamenchia na say mamenchia police headquarters CID criminal investigations department office auto theft department it's a one we are cast near them okosi idea office or penifo bi wo mo hwe pa na chief inspector Joseph Boas and after CID ba ko efen owusu omunya police headquarters anope omo hwe net 2 TV papa na fe passport office enchi opani ba ko de Henry omunya hwe net 2 TV pa na omo bo mo homode a mo ye adwuma sefata ti ya checha omunya anopai and so far so good special prosecutors here nyende
say
yamane nto adwuma no ye no so
why
we buza say yamane nto adwuma no ye no so na una adwuma no say
and dem peni na be determine
but now say kwa hwe n'adwuma wa ye no access is still out here
me hwe mi ni so
but
wo ho mo a no the list ya ba na 30 cases we na meye enti no case no oba ye said dim fie mi no na
eja ko kura le ya ga ko anim
o why
na no kura da wanka asem da no to say o to say you eja ko na ni special prosecutor ga jingonfo nipa ba na special prosecutor akodi sika
a prosecutor no na me be
what you say the office was created purposely for say nipa o ma bo maika amaya hwiri sika ye wo jida Sada, Isophoton, Airbus, Bus Brandon. Asema na bazo kache. Sika ben wa jam no man no.
Asa no onye interested
asema na okay. Masa, no kreda ho amumi enka. Papa na dwuma nso ani.
Adwuma no wo ye de.
na djuma nso ani special prosecutor na djuma no enso ani odi bosumi akatua
of course
ya man land cruiser adwuma be pa na waye ebetumi bu nkunta say abena oba yi
o de nka yenya ba ko bi anka ebe make reference to it but yenya hwe na say special prosecutor sa
ena de eye me ya twetwe aso kran say eye MPP aba ni creative office you ambene kufa na de bo apro okonto abo so make creative special prosecutor corruption be na papa kisi Agyapong in office for catch ye ye taxpayers ni twa ka no wa hage ama ye abena atwetwe aso asam na hadwe yeti kroma na yesi airbus ho asem what ho akosi say yeti kroma ha
Obi brand nipa no ye no ankra kan
36 billion adrodro nipa tia tata ka ho
bas
eni ti say we na 2 TV ada fam ho keke 36 billion adai o mine adai Ghana ni wofa e de na ekoso Ghana yi ena oji bosumi akatua ye de ni si so how many months ni
but say go fie mi na fie mi
enu na me story bi akoda bi wakowi 20 Ghana yeso nkodem 2 years 20 Ghana cedis ena say come de no akofo obi sika ye de ni ko gina ko wako 2 years ana no ayi crime check foundation for omgo years kana ko yi no 20 Ghana cedis adai office ni eketi no ena faso e wo so no we attorney general anya duma go fe dame onya duma nti special prosecutor no oho oji dey ena na me chesi we ena me ye we such as bisi wasemi wo ukompa sabi mi huniti ehuni nan abena enema bi hadwi wo krom ha wo
ensem ha baba ende edin na obeka edin so de otumika
papa no die odi abro
yo kenka message
na duma nso ani o modi e kan yo mama nka messages na Ghana for man mope we osi e fe no pool device ono ocha Felix upon osi ocha the incoming president Honorable Ken God bless him so much. David Kweku osi good morning owo ahene and the only queen no they about watching from New York. God richly bless both of you for the good work you are doing. Keep it up. Osi Queen should give us one hymn. Reverend David Kweku na kasas. Hey, uhimi ya tongo fasumu. Francis Kwame we have also
Friday
edbeko Friday. Friday the ana yeko weekend timoti. Ene de any braba. Akiola, Lady Khadija. I say my beautiful Samuel Ahene. So wine and the Queen. I hope you guys are fine. Queen, I want to know I want to know with plastic cups and plates are also among.
Yeah, ni nyina ka ho.
Amu nyina ka ho.
Ni nyina ye fa de asin. Ni nyina ka ho.
Ti je o kan malikoko ofia nso e dai.
Malikoko.
O kan shishie.
Na se fie de ceramic na wo se wo de. Ade e hie de ye fa ngu ayi rubber bowl.
Zi akwan so de on say ai okay. On say mo mo kwawu ho no. Mo de na tia ye.
Sanka nice bi.
Se kotobi.
Eno bi na wo se edidim.
Se kotobi. Se kotobi na zia de bebia de.
Rubber ne de ye mfa ni ade a hie.
Na o se enu apani Erikwedu o se good morning wine sister been watching live from New Zealand. Enu na o shape no. Soja. O se o do New Zealand on ampo no so. Brother Eric can pay watching. Good morning to you. And Alfred Mens. Queen be about.
Jam kwana mgowai.
Message we ebeka je ko bo henu munya.
Omunya isa message ni send. Sa
Just even come asante be Queen.
Yeah, send ma me de 90 years. Anambwa.
Abena nyizo abrewa no. Mfie de okron.
Yeah.
Na me hwe na me hwe no.
Mommy, yeah, happy birthday. That anointing na did 90 years.
I say happy birthday to my mother, Mrs. Janet Ochiwa Bequin of Koforidua. She's 90 years today.
Wow. And
we thank God Almighty for your life. Sweet mother, may God give you more prosperous years.
Wow, 90.
90 years. Amen. Mama, 90 years.
90 they
do. But last time Asante be Queen so ne papa so nyi sa o onam ho no don
ne nuane ne de
unya nkongonte ne bia abekwan anan kati nkonto bia so ho oni nyamenko I'm watching you people from New York. How can circle interchange cost Ghanaians $270 million? Kaswa flyover cost $170 million. Obusa, Nina intimidating special prosecutor. Your office purposely say you be prosecuting go for. And my turn suffer we are getting back. Obina 20 Ghana is so them. 20 Ghana cedis. Yes, so on them in female. There's a female 10 cedis. Stephen Opuni, Dr. Opuni. Nastem in 6 years. Opuni sem 6 years. And then appeals court the court nase. Because judge for no buy and say assembly say starting for. I feel the court nase decided you best starting for. And I bet to aso. In fiancé to tell me confirm it here. And I'm kodi sika or maimu. And I'm a my free sika. Camila Zuti TV so. Can me call da. He actually a boss da. Hey, muhe bibio na temu o. Muhe bibio na suchi o. And until you are adults me be no. Nipa be bodua. Cause or the nyame beto nche be bodua. That's why all these things are happening. Because no crediya sa. The Osi a China bosso and China bosso. Why? Why are we doing this to ourselves as a country? You need Candini or Maimana, you need Kukudro for Maimu. And then, of course, go to Europe, go to Italy, Germany, UK, Canada, Amsterdam, United States, no cohe. Donald Trump, and Okupie Court. Former president of the United States of America. Yenkaso a former president Emiran share ye China boso de den so Ghana Airbus mampendere mama for aso na mo special prosecutor we man say boso me uji pay na no metete kra o pay na de manusha really pay a de manusha is that true? If it's indeed say pay a de manusha we o say kema wa 2000 Ghana cedis so be no o be 20,000 200 million boso ne na ko we ma pay o de ma ba tu amount. The Mammy Fancy na Ghana no, se ya na ebe na yenkoso nye no. Yama me Maria Boadu, or a political activist, UK no. We dey ebe di UK nso komo. What na UK ya dey ho dey mrei. Ya hwe ya hayi nim dey ekoso. Obi akowi ade 20 Ghana cedis. Ko wi obi 20 so nko 2 years. Enso kwabnani aboyeka 217 million Ghana cedis. On am free. Emma me mo wachi. Good morning. Boko there.
Good morning. Nyamiado.
Ahode ho.
Ahode ho kama also here.
Ye hu ye pa. Ebrebe na obedu Ghana.
Me ba Sunday anadwo.
Sunday anadwo ya. Enen say ice no da so ho. UK to say.
Oh, UK there nyamiado ehoboko. Ya say we challenges, but ehoboko.
Muso wo challenges. Ebedi nkomo kakra na ene nkomo na be ma boy ho komo kakra na yaba honorable Ken enso ho nkomo na ya TS other matters mo ho no tax bre so se mutua tax a pa ho a asotwen be ho
hey you want to make us own to your taxes say be all my share system first of all it depended all my filing all my taxes business owners.
Okay.
So more people for the self-assessment tax.
Okay.
If I say you're sole proprietor, one at the end of the year, no, why to me file no taxes.
Okay.
What means for accountant, Emma or your mouth. It's no more different categories, levels of sa and what. Otherwise, obi any other edume biano, employer no. Nya wafa we edume wono or no taxes. It's tax ne sa no money na ya tete kra sa do paycheck amount.
You better free because I'm
your company na baby bia ti on fa pay slip of ma wono what tax at national insurance bia.
Wow. Mesa ba osu bi o de anopa be part of the show anopa be din komo pa na emami we vibrant pa on social media I just say UK memo na odini juma anopa ene no eba be di enkomo e wo fi ha sei na ya hwe e follow ni nyoma bia o ye ni nsem bia obo ho dewuru na yetimi edi nkomo to join here na nkomo no from this time out to 9:30 AM this morning ye ba behwe na a bigger conversation that happens on the dialogue this morning no yetimi ahwe eho nkomo edebon ade ba ko a me pese metiase ni say after ya tete sa nyoma ni nyina awie no Bola tax and SR taxes and also a different also Osababi Joviana.
Yes, say your household bills.
And also different.
I know you're different. Obviously, say you do a paycheck and I show and say, you know, as a household, you know, half an hour bit your electricity or gas, you know, BBR,
and some rent
or rent and our mortgage. Not just say that wow, so but obviously I don't need free paycheck. To pay any day, employer net tax and national insurance.
Direct.
Our pension is direct. Or my real the account near the amount. Until the idea ma would corner and a year wow dear. And what nothing I also put to your household bills.
Hey, and I just say honor enough from that. Now when to ya at the say. Is that how you meet me dodgy tax?
There's no question of when to ya. That's just how the system is.
System near 24/7.
System more than 24/7. If there's anything like that. And to over to ya, what's make us own to ya? No when to ya, so the consequences is prison. Over them.
Over
them. I say no. I mean nobody. The law is a respecter of nobody.
No, yeah.
You know, I'm sure they wouldn't that. I mean Sunday maybe. Fortunately, flights are made by now Wi-Fi home. Enti me go so a me browse ya na me nya notification bam. Scotland First Minister resigned a few months ago. Nicola Sturgeon had been arrested. She's in police custody as at Sunday. No, what you say? You investigating. No, enti no, and you can say Scotland First Minister. They say if I say yeah, whole UK and England one year Prime Minister.
Prime Minister.
She's been arrested. Enti no. The Western world,
discrimination in
Africa,
difference.
Two different. I always say creations apart.
Wow.
Creations apart. Yeah, you just cannot compare.
This is very interesting. Who say una we assume say una be president pen una we former minister and also we minister Donald
Trump if the president of the former president of the United States of America can be prosecuted, I mean come on, citizen the one UK recently Prime Minister Rishi Sunak or Tekaechi wa Mosi belt and or track 30 seconds video and got to Instagram police chair.
The current Prime Minister?
Yes. What the car net you? Yes, what's the front, what's the cheek? And one was
built. Yeah. I mean, we are Ghana, you know, in UK. All the to Africa, especially in Ghana. And Marana, Yashisha with Krumhan, your constitution, and Marabi Breum are similar to the Western world. But the entire intimate, they know who say yes, Sinto. And prosecuting the power of Africa, especially in Ghana?
I think that the simple answer is your mindset. Your mindset. I deba kunta be pon rabo kende Agyapong asem.
Okay.
Your mindset. Your mindset is and only your problem. Nothing else but your mindset. If we're able to position our mindsets in the right place, in the right context, you bet me dimraso. Because the same Ghana ni no tehano, onye free krumha, a full plane. Across the Mediterranean now, the same Ghanaian in Orlando here now a different person. Obian country in China, but Orlando here now system and ankasa. You be never catch it, and you will fall into line immediately.
Manu monsieur, you my trouble. When you do what?
Who be sad? It won't be mamma yes, and now yes, why you be waiting to line.
You will be to say Ghana, Obia from boys and him for some peniophobia dignitaries beat me cock, no more patch on the hot as I.
No, President and Prime Minister square near Chichu.
I chop any home.
And why not? Why was that? They don't deal with the system. Is not about individuals. You're dealing with a system.
Okay.
And the system, no, Yashishan is such that Obia and to say a chief Prime Minister, a chief President, a bet you citizen so. And earlier on, Mr. Okabibi say we have to act as a collective. Western world now, it's a collective thing. Obia per se adieni yi. San omo de atete omo man for generations. It's the ordinary citizen or nam kwan so no. Or no so per se ni krom yi. It's only obi kra nam street so na wuja ade to forma. Or no never catch say excuse me, waja bibia to home like obetumi afa. Or kana ohwe na wo ya ono aso befa. Ono abefa. Entino a system no na e adwuma.
Yeah, it may be the council tax and where they are.
Council tax, yeah. Ekaya household bills. It's a form of tax, and no a local government.
Okay.
Right? Local government it's council tax, no. And no now share your barriers, your month
area no.
So to say be at your momo friend or municipality
okay.
and as assembly.
District assembly. No.
That is it. It's
okay.
almost a council tax, and no na be am fan say your road portal be betomwa. Babe patchy, and no mudi babe and beans. Would be supporting schools and kwara and you know for bara bian ne dia way.
Okay.
I hope somebody explain.
Oh, in fact, then Ghana we have a long way to go. Who did you say where we are heading towards? Is this a bit me about?
Right, we have a long way to go. Yes, I agree. However, me personally, dear, I find it difficult to believe Ghana into being a. One, because many more of us are educated now.
Okay.
Many more of us live in the diaspora now. And you know, for me, you know, I think that the diaspora, the Ghanaian diaspora community, we have a lot to contribute.
Okay.
However, challenges the bureaucracies now typical example is the Jachikwesin situation.
Okay.
We have the Adamu Sakande,
yeah.
and also so by also encounter challenges. Yes, for those some of us back then, sometimes they do baby I'll be someone who say, what's the point?
Okay.
You know, you want to go back home and give everything that you have, but so your own people would put all these bureaucracies in the way, then it's like, you know, I might as well just serve wherever I am. However, technology is waba. And you know, even though we have a long way to go, we can very rapidly begin to catch up.
Okay.
Well, it's a case of do we want to catch up or we don't? Are we happy with the status quo?
Okay.
Are we comfortable in our your comfort zone? Do we want to break barriers? Do we want to, you know, break the glass ceiling? Do we want to push ourselves and challenge ourselves? And only a question I think say every individual Ghanaian has to answer that for themselves.
Okay.
If you can answer that for yourself, dear, then we can begin having the conversation, the right conversation.
Okay. Do you also see it as a leadership problem?
Oh, number one, everything is leadership.
Okay.
Ghana lacks leadership. Ghana has lacked leadership, I think, for the most part of the Fourth Republic. Again, one of the reasons why I'm here to support Honorable Kennedy Agyapong.
All right, yeah. You very interesting. I feel I shall come and my call commercial break 1 minute about any mame ever started and come on big time. So be part of the show. Join us on social media platform, YouTube, the 2TVGH na contribute to quota fabrai. Mejibre na ya kenkan ede amao. Afe any ashen come and say. And he say UK 40 million manai de Ghana. Say ni pane wo hona bi na ewa unless say sense ya adwen ya sense ya adwen dia say ya na ebe but sense ya adwen pa dia na me say ebe ko yenim these and many more and I ebe discussing anopai. So join the trail live here on Ghana's biggest and most highly respected political, social and current affairs talk show live here on Net2 TV. Wednesday's edition of the show, 14th of June 2023. Stay tuned for more. I'll be right back after this short break. Welcome back. This is the Dialogue Show, Wednesday's edition. A political art activist from UK, Mary Boadu, okay? And I know about BD and common affinity. Now, why is what Jina all the way from UK to support Honorable Ken? You know who anti what Jina who campaigns are on social media, didn't you?
Okay. For me, I think say Emrena so say Ghana for ye dey yenye bi da. Emrena so say Ghana for ye be challenge ye ho. Wo hwe say the reasisi corner one more big friend of globalization.
Sure.
Now, politics is a key aspect of globalization. Wo hwe say the reasisi corner ene amama bebre ye enoma first ne bi kra ka wo mo nwene ho so wo meye nanso ene no wo ma challenge wo mo ho you find in the West a lot of countries are prime ministers, presidents near their day be a ma under the age of 40. Finland, we had 34 years old. New Zealand, Jacinda Ardern or Friso and Che, very, very, very young women. Ukraine, Zelensky, comedian to president near their day. And in a rare swears a Ghana, you're challenging your home. I think say, for a very long time we had been programmed, say only a certain type of people could lead the country. And these category of people, either, so-called intellectuals.
Okay.
They either had to be like
academics,
lawyers, doctors, or, economics, etc.
Professors and others.
Absolutely.
Okay.
However, your current situation now, well, I don't know whether you would agree with me, but me personally, fantastic. Baby, Ghana akwakosi. And all positions are within Honorable Kennedy Agyapong context now. Here's a businessman. We can see his success. Say, as a member of parliament, a private citizen on one hand, what's me or employ over 7,000 people. Okay. That's phenomenal. Neniama bebre say ebine baby ameti next to hey in terms of media the coal story building the largest steel plant in the whole of Africa, coal story the largest one in Africa,
the steel factory
cardiothoracic center we see what 37 military hospital and neniama bebre wabobo so a nature say papa no or your visionary or vision no or he thinks big what I say. Okay. Now, from what we now know, in some way say apparently the Sino-Hydro Dam deal, he sort of orchestrated all these things on behalf of, say, orchestrated or the government naturally say, I didn't know, I didn't know. Okay. And so for me, when they say, obey me the Ghana sikasem atu 2 years, obey Numa. Obey invest your resources no infrastructure ye benya wo ho no obey invest in ye ema ebia so Ghana ni ebia so, and that is what the West has done. Over UK, for example, that is what they have done. Now UK system no me Ghana ni. My husband was born in the UK. Okay. Yeah, I left Ghana late 90s and we got married over there, and I've 3 children. Me papa ni 24. For throughout all my life, first 16 years, UK, if a child benefit, for example, and fan cancer, UK ma akwara be up to the age of 16, child benefit. Okay. Oh, do 16 now, but to us, 6th form, advanced education. Now I extended another 2 years till so be 6th form. And not a single month are UK at 2 sardine. I can't say be a citizens, Munko Kikemu Abonte, Munko Pikete, no one is no. The point I'm trying to make, and they say there's an equal distribution of wealth. Okay. Across the country. Okay. And so we are Jumakra now, who certain perks be no more ubenya. What we are seeking said dear aquarani child benefits in the child benefit, for example, a nim sikeniba, and any muhieniba with UK. It's an entitlement for every child born in the UK or yes citizen. Okay. Because now be a one or to be qualified to be a but any child born in the UK or yes citizen is entitled to SAD. Why can't we have something similar in Ghana? Now bear in mind UK need natural resources UK need natural resources, but I do more abronye video ayibi omo wa adwene ayedi bu man enti on kwa aye me fin koka nkyere we say meni adwene edi bu man na mamisika kyere me nyansa na bi omo wa adwene edi bu man enti no ne omo gather around the world back in the days no slave trade days and no na wo ma hweso yi ekrema abisine recently Dr. Baumia can say your gold reserves me hear research kakra na say UK not only gold no there were more gold reserves of Bank of England or my two gold money free in Gold Coast until no a ban in maybe Sarah now to say something has gone wrong somewhere
as a
catchery baby it's about time we need a leader a civilian who has like militant and I think Honorable Kennedy Agyapong has a very good balance of sa and woman attributes you know and with me names why you had done why you woman me did say president
okay on corruption issues you see say nipa be actually come UK amutimi Ghana see where you say and they are still working freely in Ghana you see same in UK
you would never see same been in the class stage indeed she's being investigated for financial aid. I mean, we've had politicians go to prison for £1, less than £1 actually, less than £1, which is about less than 14 Ghana cedis
in UK,
in the United Kingdom. Yes, and our politicians here they are away. So I'm going to do this when they were preaching.
This is sir.
Yeah.
Less than £1.
Yes, less than £1. Politicians have gone to prison for less than £1. Yes.
So then I want to say, aside Honorable Kenny, uniqueness in him, are you optimistic? Say, when he's given the nod to lead the party, there'll be changes in the political cycle of our country.
Yes, yes, I believe that. I believe that in the sense, say, or the fresh energy and into the system, even within the political landscape, or the fresh energy, beba. I don't know how blunt you want me to be, but
no, you feel free.
Okay. Me want to say, even within the MPP party now, he belongs to it belongs to it to me.
Okay.
Now we are a 70% Christian nation.
Yeah.
Me say Ghana for you don't know ye Christopher. And to say ye say Nyankopon boy and send so obia our gifts, talents and abilities dear, and you give other people the opportunity. Na so
okay.
Now I'm the same people all the time. The same people all the time, you know. I am sorry, it will give us the same results. You cannot keep doing the same thing and expect different results. It just doesn't work like that.
Since 90s, I'll free Ghana. Okoba, we did this Okoba fee. God. In such a home, oh my Ghana. What have you seen different as compared to previous years?
What I see different is Ghana is getting worse by the day. We seem to be deteriorating very fast. Yes, sinking. Ghana form, and it's about time Ghana for, particularly Ghana for go up into Mr. President Akufo-Addo, if I can reference him, or Ba Fufro no Kasimbi or France, Koka Simbi say it took the Chinese diaspora 40 years to transform China to what China is today. 40 years ago, not China near rising power.
Yes.
It took Chinese if we go to all go back home, majority of them to go back home to help woman minor to become what China is today. And I think that it will take more of us to come back home and be a part of the problem solving, be a part of the solution. Ne hono so na ya na in as much me can earlier say you back sometimes we see the bureaucracy's challenges are ya wo to ya kwan mo e ba ye nuanom na e wa ha na nso so asebio sometimes you can see the divide between it's like an us versus them, whereby a fearful no are like yeah and we are on the ground more no free no makwakotina baby into ye ba. It's like power struggle. You perceive a children say, "Yeah, yeah, waha." More than someone ba. Yeah, so near ba. Yeah, na do one answer so no. Ahoma swani tu no nini mini mono. Until we need to find a balance where we can meet each other halfway. Okay, yeah, ba. Mona more on the ground. Mona mote local system na say. Yeah, so ya kwa kusuye bibi. How can we meet halfway? how can we converge
okay,
so that you learn from me, I also learn from you, because me free hachi. It's in Meden, how can I integrate, you know, how can I be integrated back into the system? You need to help me integrate back into the system. However, I've also come with something. How can you also tap into that?
Okay, I see. Well, the case of, say, you diasporans coming back home to, I mean, impact what you've learned there. Now, the case of James Jachikwe, have you gone through what actually transpired? Because his case is different from, say, Obiti and Famudi. So he couldn't renounce before coming to contest, which of our constitution also and permitting him to contest. So in this case, would you say they are trying to, I mean, tarnishing image and also more tarnishing freedom and answer?
Okay. For me, you know, looking at the whole Jachikwe case, you know, me when it's a Ghana for the politics, it's the usual NDC MPP thing. Okay. But if we are to look really deep into the matter, he had renounced. He had renounced.
But before he was coming to contest.
Before he was coming to contest, he had renounced. You see, we just have to be honest. He had renounced. He didn't have the renunciation certificate, which had been delayed in Canada as a result of COVID.
Okay.
It's in that certificate named Kranism. However, the question we need to ask is, did he have to produce the certificate at the time of, or go through the application and vetting process, or did he have to submit it before the 7th of December, right? Now, at the end of the day, why body ban the elections so and it's our processes so the back stops with the Electoral Commission.
Good.
Until let's just assume, say NDC for they relaxed a man kakra, even though they hadn't seen it, they were like, okay, you're one of ours, let's just put you through Yenko. EC was the final decision maker.
Okay.
The buck should have stopped at EC to say, no, we will not allow you to go through until we have seen the renunciation certificate. No, you're not crossing this barrier to the next.
Okay.
Until say you can assume we see, G-Mensa will be in big trouble by now.
Okay, the Electoral Commissioner.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. And everybody knows that. They know that in Jubilee House, President akufo-addo knows that, the MPP chairman knows that, everybody knows that. But of course, media make politics which your politics name the buck stops with EC. It's why a cross EC into Agyapong on the 7th of December. EC the man EC has questions to answer.
And it seems like they are not trying to give us the
nobody's having that conversation. EC or nobody's
because before you would post a picture but it is the Electoral Commission.
Absolutely. It's, you know, what does the law say? So if the law says that you should have seen the renunciation certificate and you hadn't seen it,
why do you allow him to?
And we now know, say, he had given some other documents to Dr. Sebro to prove, say, now he had done the renunciation and was waiting for the certificate. Why was he allowed to go through? Because it's Ghana.
They should have written to the party that he was representing. To say,
Emrani say, that's the difference between the West and the Ha. If the law says, my mama, very typical, you know, recently, my husband called baby, na me say common pancake, NAD.
Oh, UK.
UK, and you Google ye, na me home baby, and you drive a car. You drew on apparently for resort, holiday resort be a hot pancake, you know, na for Oma. A book here, or moody holidays.
Okay.
You quadro gate, no. Security is yes. Pancake place, lady waha. Na anyamia moka, your holiday guests, no one. And yes, we don't have a place here yet. We are not here on holiday. We just want to access the pancake place. No, I'm afraid it's for my dad. We, you know, there's nothing like me pacho be mame. Oh, please, detain Ghana.
Ghana, so the baby am
aha. And when a problem, and you know, something happened at the ECR. Ne ni seka obi and marano say so where won the certificate na e ma nti hwan na mani twem e koye e mani ko ye moma no ne position on the ballot paper mo printing the photos the two ballot papers went as far as 7th December ye to abana man.
This is serious.
He hasn't done anything wrong.
Yeah. Negligence being in your mabina.
And prior to 7th December, no so cannot the certificate never. And you see, I position myself in, because me a dual citizen.
Yeah.
Me whole situation shoes. If this had happened to me, open the man go through easy. Why aren't we having, who was that person?
Holding that person responsible.
So that person needs to answer some questions.
As a political activist, Oshe Ghana, baby, Yamanyo Sem Air Corner, you twice to say infinite Kwakudu.
You twice to say, I'm afraid to say, in the next 10 years, 20 years,
MPP and DC.
And the impact we can all, I mean, look at the school feeding thing, the school feeding program. Majority of the youth now, unfortunately, into armed robbery, galamsey, almost sensors. This is the next generation of Ghana. And you know, where do we expect it to be going? We're not going anywhere.
UK, galamsey. So galamsey fight more UK, more monitor Ghana, the ECOSWA. What do you think we should do as a country to stop those things? Because the president set up a committee, interministerial committee on illegal mining, full of military, armed forces and police. But still, our water bodies, forest reserves, they are still, destroying them. What do you think should be done as a country? What should we do as a country? Is it about leadership? Is there somebody behind something? What do you think we should do?
It's about lack of leadership, lack of effective leadership.
Okay.
Lack of effective leadership. We are not patriotic enough. We don't love our country enough.
You're not a minor.
You're not a minor. And won't know what minor means. Won't know one kasa because the wood your ecosystem no be here. And to be sure, wasasi suye, unsio suye, no manisa no mano. Ni na so your nature. Ya body and yamena de chain. It means you the man. We just shove everything in God's face and expect your bomb paya won't shrine. And for me, sometimes I'm a very spiritual person, and I always say that the glory of God has departed from Ghana. What's you see? Corruption, and to turn all this thing around, we need to unlearn whatever we've been taught.
Okay.
Well, we need to deprogram near yachre yefiti yem kwada bremo na no. E wo se yetumi yi sa de ne nyina afri ho. Na ye reprogram ye ho. You reprogram your whole your mindset, and I think so. Romans 12 us also. But it is by the renewing of your mind.
Mindset, yeah.
And so for me, I think an organization or an institution like the NCCE, National Commission for Civic Education, needs to be resourced, because that is where Agyapong starts. And say makes me to me about Kathleen Adefwa. It needs to start from. Almost say from the age of 3. You want to nursery. You want education in our chassis. You want civic education in our starting. And to say you want more nursery, or more be, just a young friend, like people who protect us.
Okay. And it's part of the curriculum.
Yes, it's right from between the first to second term of Akranako nursery at the age of 3.
Okay.
They bring the police, they bring the fire service, the ambulance, etc. All these agencies. At that age, yes. Role in society. Almost agencies no role.
Okay.
And park. And now Papa do park. Ne bibi na wo number 999 for police. We are here to protect you. Nisi. Ambulance for bebani abechere nkwara no bia wono maame wo fia na papa no yare a resuscitation say na obey ne say na be call us na when we akere nkwara ne nti akwara no onyini no from that very young age ne yakere ne say udi ade wi afakoto benimu ne aka no ye mfanto from ye later ye nyini say nti no ya programming no ya conscientizing no from the age of 3.
Wow.
Nti onyini no, and that is system no na ye adwuma from the age of 3 no. Nti onyini no onim say or a patriotic citizen, ideally tinimu. What you say, when say also born my who buying, or born bibia who by the Juma Shannon, sir, or accountability, or you're accountable to yourself first, and to all normal year Juma society near the day. And that is why our systems no a year Juma. Over here, we weren't taught some of these things. Many of us were never taught these things. We had to go and learn. What's you say? Until now that we know, and in America with technology, education needs to happen, and it needs to happen very fast. Up until my friend say, generation 40s, I think say we've left things a bit too late.
Okay.
In free and Koranosu. Young Quashas yent and free Koranosu. And one of the feed 97 pesos a day. What's you see? If up until now, 2023, 21st century, we still haven't figured out the basic amenities of life, food, water, and shelter. No one is any money there. And
your contract. All right, but I'm king kind of man for messages about then we continue the conversation. Now, the good people of Ghana knows that when it comes to corruption, mismanagement of our economy, create loot and share of hard-earned taxpayers' money. JDM and his NDC comes second to none. So Ghanaians will not vote for JDM. Again, MPP will surely break the 8 come 2024 general election. Yao Sankide from Taifa. And anyway, but kudos to your Wahine. A great discussion this morning. Always on point. Kudos to your guest. You are, giving me something different. She has answered the issue of council tax very well. I left so out. It's to pay by every household the council tax, and no one. I said no one dodges it. Even if the household is in occupy, the landlord pays it. Yeah. You inform the council, and you the landlord will pay 70 to 80% of the charge. Well, someone, Mr. Samuel Kelly in the UK, is also watching there.
If you don't pay, you go to prison. You don't pay your council tax, you go to prison.
When do you have council tax now?
Prison, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. They take you through once you are to a certain point, you get prosecuted. You go to court, you get prosecuted. They give you so many opportunities. After that time, go back to prison. Yeah. You can be
minimum sentence. They say.
No, I mean, I wouldn't speculate, but yeah.
Wow. Issa Adams, good morning to you. Honorable Ken is the only politician who can save Ghana. Inshallah, Ken Beba watching live from Germany. And the Arnold Adra. Good morning. My greetings to your guest. And Michael Adusei is also asking, how can we renovate Rich Hospital? That costs us $280 million, and just one terminal costs us huge money. People should be arrested and prosecuted for doing that bad for the country. The double standards and favoritism is too much here. Our biggest problem in Ghana is the law enforcement. I don't need a problem. Francis Kwame Riafe, and so the idea about and I say favoritism of Ghana as compared to the Western world. Have you one who's had no?
Yeah, Ghana, yeah. I mean, whom you know, no, baby,
oh UK,
but all UK no, Emrano, Emma, woman to me, any baby.
But
they are very subtle because the rules of engagement. You're not going anywhere, and so I was in the system because we need to create equal opportunities for everybody. And to be man say a selected few at the top, the elite no you can, even though I want to make an system such that equal opportunities for everyone, equal distribution of wealth, so only yes, our favoritism was but otherwise,
law enforcement, I say Ghana, who you didn't say, Edemrano, a tutuna jim timem fono, and say, Oma also mudianim. There's a big corruption related issues, be brave Ukruma. I don't know whether you've heard of bus branding issue in Ghana. Say the pictures from car keke. It took us about 36 billion old cities and the years added. But they are still working free. We are in 2 months. And now we are conducted to 20 Ghana cities. So on 2 years. Yeah, I don't know what should we do. Then how did they say UK style of governance or what? What do you think should be done? The institution, Obama came here and said we should allow the institution to work. We are not seeing that. Then I seem to any governance system anymore.
Yeah, back to our politics. It's back to the way we do politics in this country. The politics has infiltrated every institution. Debbie Ameka said one thing Ghanaian leaders in this Fourth Republic have done, they have managed to split Omaine into two, NDC and MPP. Oma splitting Nipano. Aha, and no yes, and Ghana no Bibia ends up being NDC MPP. And to yen to me enforcing laws, because why no enforce it? NDC near enforce ya. So yen Jumas Ghana near MPP ni because say, oh yeah, because of NDC ni. And the other way around, so always there's always that banter. No, what's I say? And see, yeah, law enforcement is a major issue in this country. Systemic injustices. The criminal justice system in Ghana just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to say, and you know, this magnitude of corruption, now 20 Ghana cedis.
No, them 2 years.
Saying 2 years.
Yes.
It doesn't make any sense. Oh, saying yes, be any. Professor Frimpong Boadu issue. When you're president, you're the report about 2 tables. So 2 years report that table. So one can hoshi. A seminar by out Ghana Foka. Then special prosecutor, sorry, ya. Or one na ya do a muhun komo galam say you ma Charles Bisu no. Why who did that send was a pick or arrest or now Professor Frimpong Boadu or no cultural report as a minister. No? He was asked to write the report. First of all, he was asked to write the report. Okay. He wrote the report, gave it to the president, chief of staff, and got to a president. 2 years will be Anka. President is not being questioned though. Or no special prosecutor who invited you. Madam Chief of Staff, funny enough, one person or one semi more in the UK by now so kind of watch a chief of staff no. Madam Frema Opare, mommy. But funny enough, nobody's talking up, nobody's having that conversation. Because and Professor Frimpong Boadu from what we know, it's an uncultural report, and handed it over to her.
Okay. To be given to the president.
To be given to the president. Okay. Fair enough, you've given it to the president. For 2 years, he hasn't attended to it. What was your job as the chief of staff? You see, Ghana, Obeka, and Simbi say, then the culture comes in. Your culture is what? Your culture, not for the most part. Because then there or Yabofra, what does she know? But in the UK, we will talk about it and we will tell you about yourself. No, by this time you would have resigned. Madam Chief of Staff will not be sitting in Jubilee House anymore. She would have resigned. You guys saw what we did to Kwesi Kwarteng. You saw Kwesi Kwarteng's story, for example. Kwesi Kwarteng, ne financial aid, now UK forecast say there be what costing economy. You need to go. Kwesi Kwarteng left. But then the British public said, whatever Kwesi Kwarteng did, he did it for you, Liz Truss, as Prime Minister. You're the leader. You then brought him to be the Finance Minister or Chancellor of the Exchequer. And if he has messed up and we've asked him to go, you need to go as well. Because we're going to throw under the bus. Do you see how the British people think? Yeah. And for example, say Ghana, UK, Madam Chief of Staff, somebody can watch it. Yes, because when you share with some sebe, and Adema president, your job as well is to ensure say again Adema president for 2 years. No one can go back to him because Mr. President.
And they will say no, so yes. And I wash him.
Remind him, get him to do whatever. That 2 years, man can share a leak area nearby. Not minister no true reports in the none other than Professor Frimpong Boadu, who cannot even hurt a fly or not even uncomfortable. And then post Professor Frimpong Boadu, then comes the notorious ones, Charles Bisu. Shouldn't it have been the other way around? And Charles Bisu first, then Professor Frimpong. I mean, nothing makes sense in this country, to be honest. Maybe Honorable Kennedy Agyapong.
Akiola says, oh, good morning, good work done. I really enjoyed the conversation between you and Madame Marie. She's very good communicator, very interesting. I'm enjoying the show. Kudos to you, Owahene. I'm enjoying the show as well in Kumasi. Very interesting. Ghana, we lack leadership. Okay, good morning to you, good morning to Netu TV, good morning to you and your sister and your guest as well. And if the country want to prosecute people, and then it should start from the previous administration and those in government too, or the Abbas. So that part me no intem NSA. Kakao do any.
Well, NDC MPP for me is very basically 2 years ago, my campaigning my President Mahama.
Okay.
For the first time in my adult life, I went as far as my membership card in the UK to be joining NDC officially as a card-bearing member.
Good.
8 year my dues. So I campaigned very heavily for President Mahama. Why? Because I just didn't like this administration. I still don't like this administration.
Okay.
I think the President akufo-addo overpromised and under-delivered. Yes. Because we believed President akufo-addo.
To take action.
Many of us Ghanaians, especially a while into thought say he was going to put Omaina in order.
Then now or promise he couldn't deliver on that.
When you say one district, one factory, it is supposed to be exactly that. Every district is supposed to have a factory, a state-funded factory. Because you want to be president. Also, one district, one factory, and that is how we took it. Every district in Ghana is going to have a factory. Also, one village, one dam. We are not talking about a Kosovo type, but give us something that makes sense. What you say that is serving the people locally. Clean water. When you say so one constituency, $1 million, I thought that per every 4 years now, we should see every constituency, and bear in mind the constituencies in Echeda and Sumbe-Bresa, we should see $1 million worth of development in that constituency. Now, basically, then you free President akufo-addo, so you go to advise Dr. Baumia. Oh, we're going to move Ghana from taxation to production. You know, you have $33 billion. Every village, every district in Ghana, benya 1,000 kilometers of asphalted road in Ghana. And I'm tagi obi as incompetent. Yeah, you labeled another human being as being incompetent. Somebody who had built the UGMC, had done the Terminal 3 at Kotoka International Airport, done a number of roads, the Pokwasi interchange, Circle Dubai.
The Pokwasi interchange was not done.
Well, then
the Circle Dubai.
Thank you for correction. But the Dubai, you know, the Circle Dubai, you know, so he had done a number of things. I think some say Saglimi. Enra Mikotremo Saglimi, Mirahoi pa.
I didn't know
Mirahoi because once again, I didn't dining room. Unoccupied. For years. From President Mahama time all the way until he said President akufo-addo or by the way, who's a saglemi gumrim. And a dear no more yafahu. What's I say? I'm saying you have been myself so boachini yedin komobi say 32 million be here. A DNA delays are 32 million. Knowing fully well, self World Bank bring 540 million COVID time, 1 billion be buying. See can't bow man. See can't win.
But the story of Saglemi, people were also given $200 million to do it, but
so why haven't they been arrested?
Good.
Why aren't they in prison?
That is the question.
We know Sir Collins Dowda or court is using a passport. What is delaying the
case?
Process? You know, I mean, what am I say?
So that's why you are calling on Honorable Ken?
Yes, that's why I'm calling on Honorable to come and recalibrate the whole system, reset the whole system, and get all of us, you know, your mindset, you know, in the right place, and let's start rebuilding Omaino. You may say Honorable Ken opportunity, yeah. This is an opportunity, a window. What we say, at every point in time, God opens portals. There's something called portals.
Yes.
God opens portals. Nyame be a portal with Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. if we shut this portal, it might be another maybe 100 years of ansana onyame bepesam. Because honorable Kencity Kwame Nkrumah. Okay. The evidence, you see that with Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, you can see the tangible evidence. I'm sitting in this too. Yeah. I'm sitting here. This is evidence of what he has done, employing people like you and all the other guys who are here. Okay. I'm sure, so when I go to the other places now, I will see Ghanaians there working. So the tangible evidence is there. And you don't mind sharing somewhere. And you have to know idea no okota formula no blueprint no framework nikita ne dada and one is all implementing at this time on a national level on a large scale what you see and you know coming back to NDC MPP, you know, I campaigned for President Mahama because I wasn't happy with this administration. Subsequently Yetoa Baniri after the election petition and I started to may observe NDC critically because me joining I think August October September-ish 2020. It's just right in the heat of the moment. Na campaign you try more. Now me shashes me observe more after election petition, particularly the UK chapter. Okay. And not that made denigrate, but I've said it several times on social media, and everybody has heard me say it. NDC, unfortunately, almost should a serious political party. NDC should a serious political party. And you know, and then
why are you saying that?
Our structures are very weak.
Oh, okay.
Which I've told them point blank. NDC structures are weak. I mean, there was a time President Mahama posted something and he said, the flyer said, strengthening the structures. And I said, well, you're right. You've got to strengthen the structures in your political party. MPP has a very solid system.
As compared to the NDC?
As compared to the NDC. Okay. However, I think the MPP for no, and Pennyphony because they know that they are no more complacent. Yeah, no, we are complacent.
Okay.
And you know, for me, you know, and then recently, you know, I've been asking before I left the NDC in October last year, what's the message for 2024? What's the message for 2024? And you don't see President Mahama and Nkrumah coming up with, for somebody who's been on opposition for 8 years now, you should be coming with Bibia Ebe BT.
The government.
But on to shedenya baby phobia. Other than a command Ghana for na yedi like ex gratia, no, the back baby and maybe cancel. You know what is it? And things like Makoda and home, and I think I feel my mistakes in I mean, come on, that's not leadership. And I think that the MPP stands a chance to break the 8. I think that's 8 years, more or my Ghana. Okay. But say MPP be breaking the 8. It will take a certain individual for that to happen. Why? Because Ghana for a bofu MPP. Okay. Okay. Ghana for bofu. From mere what I gather now, I think say President Mahama also stands a chance of winning the next election. Okay. And if we're going to break the 8, don't give us a candidate and a flag bearer who has been a part of the problem. The mess na ye can okay. Give us somebody who hasn't been anywhere near my cabinet.
Given any appointment, holding any position.
Yes. Okay. And Honorable Kennedy Agyapong hasn't been anywhere near this mess. In fact, he's been complaining from day dot about maybe my name. Okay. You know, yeah, I think say it will re-energize.
Okay. Why do you come all the way? You came all the way from UK to join the tree. I learned you even joined those in the Volta region. Yes. Campaigning for Honorable Ken. All the way from UK, Yako Volta region dim.
We have a leader in him. He's believable, he's trustworthy. Honorable Ken Ojina Homa justice. And Honorable Ken in PNCC on PNCC and onye corrupt. Say honorable and the discipline, no. My goodness, the honesty, the discipline, the patriotism, or domino. And no can say be Volta region to Makuma so or si simple one to a mame kurana a bosh bin ma media beshem wa han still ame. Wow. So one to a mame kurana still ame. It means he looks beyond so the president, but he's still even looking beyond that. Why wouldn't you support such a person as opposed to, you know, a candidate will be saying the president because I want to be flag bearer of my party. I want to be the leader of the MPP. Then go and be the MPP chairman. What am I saying?
Okay. I see.
Yeah.
Okay, the voter ready now. Oh,
yeah. Akachi South and Aketu North.
Okay. Now, campaigning because how is the response?
I mean, for me, it wasn't so much about observing Honorable Kennedy Agyapong.
Okay.
The key aspect has been observation. And for me, it was important, say, if I'm going to continue to campaign for him, and post beyond, so flag bearer and beyond that, then let me come and observe the energy of the people. It's one thing looking at it on social media, recorded videos or live videos, and it's another thing actually being present and feeling the energy of the people. How are they receiving him? How are they listening to his message? Are they really taking it in? Are they believing what he's saying, etc., etc.? And I was convinced that any panel or Majinato.
Okay.
In fact, Uber driver, I just posed the question. So next year, but Ghana, but Usha, say Neko. No, so all my fucking number, just like all my fucking number. Say one of me, if I'm so bad, met me, I record it as my walking. No, so would I be, but Rebecca says, so one fucking number, I will say he just can't report it on to my.
All right, Ohima Ba'awo. But still, they did well than the NDC, the MPP. The NDC wasted money for themselves. The MPP is far better than the NDC. And now Eric Kwedu said, we're all coming to Ghana to campaign for Honorable Ken. And Michael Edu says, Nanado did a lot of roads, factories. Although they promised one district factory, they've not, been fulfilling all the districts, but they've done massively well in most of the districts. And it was true government, public-private partnership. That was what the party said in their manifesto, that they'll partner private individuals or companies to build that factory. Although the woman is speaking the truth, she speaks both unbalanced, and I like her confidence for speaking the truth. We want such people, her boldness. I enjoy listening to her from the beginning to where we are now. But if you are to compare the
1,000 unemployed graduates every year, I mean, come on. Unemployed graduates. Unemployed Graduates Association. And to the American your politicians, and they say, almost said you see no quarry.
No credit Ghana.
No credit Ghana.
I don't know.
Yes. But there be a car, someone you say Ghana form pen no cre. You can't ye general. We must go beyond that. Okay, you name say Ghana for your pen no cre. Say you better than you shall see a pen no cre. And only the beginning of say yes, sir. Ya drain, yes, shall say ye, Juman. You better than your sign drain. And see, you best your politicians, they say, Omuma, no quarry, emra, the game of politics. Why? Because ye know the type of politics now, ye know the West also does that type of politics.
Okay.
But let us always, our politicians must always remember that the West is developed.
And we are a developing nation.
You are developing.
Okay.
And you don't have time to play games.
Okay.
What you are saying? And honesty, probity, accountability, all these things, patriotism, and when I do discipline, and I do beko. What you are saying? And I do beko. Emma yesu dachi yababe developed. You do who we are. You should we di that type of agrono. But until then, no, let's get serious. For example, in the United Kingdom, in the United States of America, wherever in the West, you cannot tell the people. I mean, sometimes I sit down and I imagine any politician or the Chancellor of the Exchequer telling the British public that he's not going to IMF today, we are not going to IMF tomorrow. And then the next day you are at IMF and you are still sitting in Parliament. If John Kuma was in Ghana, in the UK, he would have left by now. He would have resigned. We would have sacked him. If Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta was, and he knows that, that's a president, finance minister of America, he knows he wouldn't have survived a day in America with the kind of economy.
They've also come out to explain, due to the situation there. I mean, global crisis, of which UK.
Kwesi Kwarteng tried explaining.
But they sacked him.
Les Truss tried explaining. Boris Johnson, Christmas party keke. No, or planning your next staff. And planning.
No, but
Boris Johnson was kicked out. You saw how the political turmoil in the UK for 3 months. Say yes, this is prime ministers. Boris Johnson last weekend, they was stepping down as member of parliament. And so yes, we have by-elections coming up.
Oh, really?
We have about 3 by-elections coming up from the Tories.
Oh, the time on so incredible from.
Because still a COVID issue. Still a investigations. First British Prime Minister.
Why can't the blacks, especially Africa, why can't we do such same thing? Say Marisa. It is not
your culture.
Oh, okay.
Your culture, especially Ghana, your culture, or your penini, or your penini.
And your way.
Or your penini. Why not go penini as them? You go find him for 4 number, or your penini. No disrespect to him for 4. But your penini.
Really? What about any panny woman also? They say they all kind of politicians. I know of a politician, someone who came all the way from UK, way back in 2015 to in the Western region. I'll buy all the fresh ideas. I'll do this, I'll do that. They even requested something from the person, say, and he bought that thing for them, said, it will create employment for them. Another politician from the opposite side came, giving them 200 cedis. They voted for the 200 cedis person and left the man who even bought something, meaningful for them to use.
Yeah, why won't you vote for the Oma with 200 cedis? No? I would vote for the Oma with 200 cedis. You know why? Because I'm hungry. Accommodate me. Accommodate me. I've got to meet my pressing need.
But
I feel the machine, you are setting it up, you are trust a customer, beba, and Sunday, and your Sikana, come so to me. Until Sikano should need to make Sikano. Sana omudi aye nipa no enti Africa Ghana ya manipa no omama nipa na ye poor. They've kept the people in poverty and modern day slavery basically. They've kept the people in poverty and then they just throw peanuts. So you throw peanuts na sebe na nipa no so dodo na ye de omaso misa.
Wow. And your quencha because setting for no so yes, because politicians in the zone that team for San Margin at TNT.
And I mean, some politicians no free. Politicians no free baby. Or free ya money, Suban ya, until I am a PEMO program, ya must see the attitude. Or more free ya yemu. Any ye Sebi, ya yemu, Sebio, a cronfo ye be, and ye do Makogu Parliament, ye be a good Jubilee House. No disrespect to anybody, but it is what it is. That, you know. Everybody who is corrupt, who you are for, who you are true for. And ye movie near the Akubu was a woman in years. So what do we expect? And unfortunately for you free queen to me say yeah a bomb who pass that but Nagana, how will I cope? Oba system no is so corrupt. Say when you're doing it, it's all na bonuma. You conform. The only thing I won't conform me. And they say, what to wabrabo ye na will seek a papabi. Hence, again, I think so. Obi is on Rabokin. And right, all my entertainment will be a cassette. Papa, oh, he had Ghana 1 CD in Fanyari. Oh, he had Ghana 1 CD and Fanyari.
Oh, well, my main kind message, we are about to wrap up the show. Cecilia Bequin Ellis, MPP can only break the 8 if they bring the mouth of the grassroots. Honorable Ken or Agyapong. I dare not add a new or no idea or the Abba and so I don't know. It has or say we are coming to Ghana. Okay, I've read that message out about. Good morning to you. Fantastic show by all standard. Keep it up and God bless you so much, Owahene and your team. I don't know idea or the Abba. So I think one message be flash now. If I say good morning to you and good morning to everybody. I'm watching you live from UK and the show is live here. God bless you so much. As for the taxes issue there, you can't dodge it here. So please educate Ghanaians. Good morning to you and good morning everyone. What a great discussion this morning. This is very fantastic. I really admire your guest in the studio. And so I don't know. That's Papa. Watching live from Germany. This lady's analysis is very fantastic. And only there what they I don't know. Okay. Your final message now wrapping up the show. Sorry,
my final message, Miss Remini no Ghana for. Oh, young me and your man na for mining see, Mommy and yeah generation you ho any the next generation empo generation omo di ye nim no ye ntoto no mayi na sebe picketing ne ade no esuntwa. Now the only way we can do that is say Kennedy akomprepo Agyapong mutumi yi papa no mayen as flag bearer nko ade a dia Kennedy na chese onyame aye se munyi ne mayen ye besere mu a munyi ne mayen as flag bearer na ye nyina ye mra metai na chi na onfa oman no ensi baby papa na ontete nchiremafo no na da cho so refree akonwa so a ne obaba be so mu bia na chese honorable asset framework no edi amano omo edi yanim kan kodie em so we president kufu free mu a de aka ni na omo disappoint ye okay. Besrem onto aba ma honorable Kennedy Agyapong on the 4th of November na mo make sure say super delegate stage and so obe cut the first 5 no we don't care so much about the percentage obenya the here so obe cut the top 5 no or cut top 5 no kwa dey himself or go through to November stage November and a Ghana for Ebekasa.
All right. Yeah, true. That's Mary Boadu. Okay. Yeah, that's it. From all the way from UK. A political activist. And see, why I won't quit the Akonya Biaba Besan as I Eddie and Kumubio. Until say Ebetuaba, nay flag bearer, na Yasanto about general election 2024. There, we have more conversation with her now. Eddie Honkomo Eddie. But that was to say, a Tons Afre Waba. I'm faster than my production team. From the MCR, from Mr. Robert Fineja Ano, and a justice, a Juma Omo Aye or Edamasi Papa, and Mujuma, and of Elder Kwesi Ninsen, and of a focus, and out Abna Nyakuku Kuma Enka, Kwabena Nana Asari Samson. This is coming from your dad and your mom, Mr. and Mrs. Inshiroba. They say they love you so much. You are 1 year today, and happy birthday. And from this is where we draw the curtain. Very interesting and fruitful discussions live here on Ghana's biggest channel, Net2 Television Dialogue Media. And so, and me papa, Mr. Amwa Wakosumo, or say, "No, that's a bro for Badura." Papa, man, is over here Wakosumo. Yeah, that's the same. Also, oh, show no, it be me the old hene and Chibuisi Akuna. Me, I don't know. Thursday, we share on the same time, 7:30 sharp, live here on Net2 TV. Have a great Wednesday morning. Up next is National Agenda with Yao Mufam Wachi. Good morning.